my beautiful ninjas, and welcome to Treat Yourself Worthy, where we teach you to uncover the truth of what you're made of so that you can create the life that you desire most. In today's video, I want to go ahead and discuss something with you guys that I am extremely passionate about, and I think that it's something that we all should continue to have a conversation about. And as you can tell by the title, it is on your gifts. But before I go ahead and jump right into the video, I obviously want to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And for those of you who have recently subscribed to my channel, I definitely appreciate you guys. And some of you guys have been leaving more like positive and nice comments. I truly appreciate that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video as well, and hopefully that it does, motivate and uplift you as well. So before I jump into this the topic, I want to actually tell you guys a little bit of a story. It's nothing crazy, but it ties in. So basically what happened is that I went to Walmart a couple of days ago to purchase ink for my printer. And what happened is that the ink that I bought prior was from Office Depot, and it was the less expensive one, and it said moderate use on the box. So I just feel like it just ran out of the ink too quickly. So I went to Walmart this time around to purchase it because Walmart usually is open 24/7, and I needed it like early that morning. So it is obviously more expensive at Walmart than it is at Office Depot, but I needed it so bad that I was willing to drive further to get it and also pay more to get it because it was important for me to have the ink that day. So lo and behold, I went there. There's nobody in the department. I went and I picked up two of the boxes that work from my specific printer, the one that I purchased before, and then another one that I saw there. So basically what happened is that I asked someone to help me to see if they knew what the difference was between the two inks, like versus the newer one, or the newer, more expensive one, or the one that I bought prior. So basically I just wanted to know what the difference was, and I wanted to know if the more expensive one was longer lasting. So whatever. So for whatever reason, she just started giving me attitude, like it's too early in the morning for this, like she doesn't want to hear it. Like that's the attitude that she was giving me. And she went so far as saying, it's just ink. I've never had this issue before. It just depends on how many times you use it. And I asked her if there was anyone in the department that was actually knowledgeable, that actually would be able to help me, that knew about it. Because obviously I wanted to make sure that I made the right decision, because she obviously was not knowledgeable. So she just started to continue to have an attitude. So I just decided to purchase the more expensive one. And I just decided, I'm just gonna buy it, and if it is the wrong one, I'll return it. So for me personally, because I don't like to keep myself in the position of like negative energy, I was feeling myself, getting frustrated. So I was just like, you know what, let me just remove myself from the situation and just buy the ink and go. So on my way to the car, I started thinking about how annoying and frustrating that was. And it's not my fault that you work here. It's not my fault that you hate your job. It's not my fault that it's early in the morning. It's not my fault that these were your choices. And as I begin to think about those things and just like express those things aloud to myself, I realized that I could easily, call up a friend and complain about it, and just really just change the dynamic of my day, and just bring it, just dampen the mood pretty much, and just like bring that down. So instead I was like, you know what, let me just turn this experience into something positive, and turn it into something that we could all pretty much learn from. So what I want to talk about and what I want to discuss is, again, your gift. And for some of you, there may not be any correlation between someone's gift and the scenario that I just explained to you, but I feel like it's really important for us to really just go into detail about the situation, and to really depict why she reacted the way that she did. And I think that it's really because she's going to a job that she clearly does not like, she clearly does not respect. She clearly feels like it's just a job to her. Because there's really no way or no reason for you to be frustrated with me when I'm asking you a question about something that you should be knowledgeable about. This is your place of business. You're the expert. You're supposed to help me to make the right decision. And it's a part of your job as, customer service. So I feel like I wanted to have just the peace of mind knowing that I made the right decision in purchasing the items, and she just completely failed on all ends. She could not do that at all, and she didn't do a good job at all as far as like explaining herself. She was getting frustrated, she was rolling her eyes, and I was just like like as if I was bothering her. And to me, it just kind of got me thinking that when you're not doing the thing that you were created to do, that's the way that you go about your day. You go about your day, go to your job, and you're not really content with yourself. You're not really, you don't have really much respect for what you do. You don't have any interest in the impact that you make on people with the way that you react and you communicate with people throughout your day of working. And some of you may think that I went a little bit too deep because it's a small situation, but I feel like I saw myself in her. I've seen myself frustrated. I've seen myself annoyed. I've seen myself just really feeling bothered when it was my job to explain and to express myself and to help someone else to make a good decision. And I think that because I saw so much of me in her reaction, I realized that the more that you do the thing that God has instilled in you to do, has created for you to do, the less frustrated you feel, the less aggravated you are, the more helpful you become to other people, the more impact you're able to create in other people's lives. And I am going to use myself as an example throughout this video. I know that it's scary to accept certain things as your gift. And that's just my experience. And what I'm realizing is that you have to trust that God knows you better than you know yourself. For a long time, I've always known that a part of my gift is writing and speaking, and to continue to help and to motivate and uplift people, to help people to know themselves and to know their worth and to understand themselves. But I think because I didn't feel like I was as well spoken as other people, or because I felt like, my experiences didn't really help to qualify me to be a speaker to help other people to get through like their circumstances and situations. I think because of that, I downplayed the gift for years. I ran away from it because I didn't think that it was good enough. I didn't think that it was a gift, to be honest with you guys. And it's a shame to say that, but I think that most of us feel that. I think that most of us have this innate feeling or euphoric experience when we do a certain thing. And most of us, because we think that it's basic or regular, or it's not really a skill for whatever reason, we don't see it as a gift. We don't use it as a tool to get closer to ourselves, get closer to God, and to see God clearer. And now what I'm understanding is that writing and speaking is the thing that makes me feel whole. It's the thing that makes me feel the closest to myself. It's the thing that makes me feel like I'm walking in my truth. And it is a gift. And although there's a lot of people out there that are, better spoken, or I guess better suited to basically do this based on their experience per se, or based on the way that they speak or the way that they write. Mastery takes time and obviously a lot of dedication, but I do believe that the gift is what will lead you to that mastery. It will lead you to pursuing. It's one of those things where you have to find value in your gift, and I think that most of us waste so much of our times not pursuing the thing that we know we have been created to do and to be, because we don't think that it's going to be lucrative enough, or we don't think that our families will understand, or we just make up so many reasons and excuses. I feel like at the end of the day, when you take your last breath, the reasons that you make reasons were never reasons in the first place. And I'm at the point now where it's like, I don't want to get to the last moment of my life and not take a chance and not throw my whole self at my, gift. And I didn't trust my gift. And I feel like not trusting your gift is not trusting God. And it's like as if it's like you're saying, God, help bless me in these ways, and I believe that you will do certain things for me, but I don't know how you can make this thing work, just because no one in my family has never done that, or because it's so difficult, or because you can't see it with your own, limited perception and vision. But I think that we need to really stop putting a cap on what God can do, and we just need to trust. I feel like if we're gonna trust, we just need to trust, and we need to just let go of our own limited visions of ourselves and of our lives, and you realize that God is greater than what you would have ever imagined that he was, and that he can do more than we could have ever imagined that he could do for us. But I think that trusting it doesn't have any limitations. Trusting does not have any restrictions. It doesn't have any rules. It's like it's pretty much either you trust or you don't trust, and your actions is what will show evidence of where you stand on the matter. So I say all of that to say this: trust yourself, trust God, trust your gift, and go for it, because it will make room for you, and it will bring you so much joy and fulfillment, because you will be doing the very thing that you have been created to do. So I hope that all of this has definitely motivated you. I do also want to express one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible, which I usually put in front of the video, but it is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 20 and 21, I believe. And it states, "Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond all that you can ask or think, according to the power that lives within you." I hope that you receive that as the truth of your life, and I hope that you recognize that it is the truth of your worthiness, that God loves you and God wants to use you to do amazing things in this world. Do not run from it. Do not hide from it, because the truth will set you free. I love you guys so much. Be safe, stay blessed, and remember to always treat yourself.